Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Songs of Six. There's been a strange murder. A serial killer named The Collector has come to town. And they are much more badass than the previous serial killer. They're literally stealing people's organs. It is pretty fucked up. There's not... The last time a serial killer came to New Ganymede, I did not catch them. They friggin' got away with it. Which is not good. I'm a little bit paranoid that we're just gonna suffer the same sort of fate today. But who knows? I'm gonna... To try to counteract it a little bit, I'm going to introduce a guard post. Guess I'll put this guy right here to one of these donuts, and it's going to cover this whole section of town. I'm going to open up the armor smithy as well, because we're going to want to build many suits of armor. Can I upgrade the smiths? I cannot upgrade the smiths. Okay. Well, it's going to be a little while. I believe we are still expanding out the industrial sector. So that's something we need to do. Hey, wait a second. I had like 100 odd jobbers. Where do they all go? What the fuck? I guess they all got employed in the tailors. Oh no, this one's chomping my leather. Good thing I caught that now instead of later. I'm gonna open up this other blacksmith and also have it producing armor, just so that we can start to spam the guard posts out. I'm assuming guard posts are how you are supposed to deal with the serial killers, because there's not really much else we can do. It's not like City Skylines where we could add like money to our guard post or something. Okay, we have a ton of smithies. We've reacquired that bonus we had last episode, which is good. Oh. This is not a great situation. If I remember right, the killings come in like waves or whatever. Like once every once in a while. Did I accidentally build a little piece of plaza here? That's hilarious. Whoops. I wonder if the serial killer is just going to be targeting human actors. I don't know if you're supposed to like personally be the one who catches the serial killer. Like you have to randomly jail people. I feel like that would be a little bit weird. I wonder if in the Tome of Knowledge, like, does it say anything about friggin' serial killers? Hold up, first of all, let me pause just in case. So, law and prisoners. All species have an inclination towards criminal behavior. It's amplified by them being not happy in the size of your city. Interesting. So the more population you have, the more stuff. Once a subject gives in to the impulses, they will commit a random crime, such as stealing or murdering. If a guard post is nearby and mans, they will send out guards to arrest them. An arrested one will become a prisoner. It will first try to visit a court for a proper conviction. Courts increase your subjects' belief in law. It will then look for a spot in prison. If none is found, it will leave the city in exile. You decide your own execution rate. Executing criminals increases law, offers spectacle, and doesn't force you to fees and house them. It decreases mercy, though, and some races don't like that. Interesting. I can also decide to enslave prisoners in the slaver room. Prisoners will be selected randomly for arena fights and temple sacrifices. If they die there, they will not be counted towards your law value. Good access will... Okay. So it doesn't say. Okay, well maybe there's like serial killers in the bottom. No. Maybe guard post has more. Okay. Well, it doesn't say shit. It's worth looking through. At least. It's gonna add some more dwarfinoids to town. Looks like our metal smelter is almost done. We're gonna want to upgrade it as soon as it gets constructed. We have 65 pieces of armor, so we can afford to start working on another guard post, I think. Especially a smaller one. There we go. Metal smelter completed. I'm just gonna double upgrade it, because why not? So let's see. So this whole region's gonna be pretty lawed up already. We could put a guard post next to the arena. I'm gonna put like a 3-block gap just so that we can put a road down there, because the arena probably should be like its own like block basically. Probably want a guard post near the tourist zone, I guess. Just to keep them safe. Alright, is there anywhere else that's kind of like a dead zone? The warehouse district is a little bit of a dead zone in law. I'll put a guard post here, it'll just be a tiny one. The favela, thematically appropriately, is a dead zone as well, so I'll put a guard post. Maybe 2 of them. Maybe like 1 over here too. Murders don't really happen in the neighborhoods. The zone over here could use guard posts too. And the human quarter itself is lacking law and order. So I guess I'll put like a ginormous guard post over here. It's gonna eat up all of our armor for a little while. That's just the cost of doing business. Hopefully no murders happen in this one building over here. That would be bad. Alright, now we can look a little bit outwards. Looks like this zone definitely could use its own personal guard post. The Insane Asylum is lacking in gardening, as are the breweries, so I'll put a post here. Guess I can put one. Don't really care to have one over there. It's humans being targeted, so there's no humans that are farming, I'm pretty sure. I'll put one right here. Alright, that's all the areas in town that are lawless. Except maybe over here. There we go. That should do it. It's going to take a bajillion armor, but the armor is going to be trickling in the entire time. It's going to require a bunch of workers. I'm just going to add in Piganoids, I guess, to be the guardsmen. Because they like the wooden buildings. This warehouse is going to just have a single crate of ore and coal. Maybe 2 crates of coal, because the smithies might try to yoink some coal. And I guess a crate for bars too. Then the rest will be dedicated to the future canteen. Now we wait. Maybe I'll add in a little humans too. We're gonna be a little bit pissed off because there's a serial killer on the loose. But that is life. Which stage was it that had... It was this stage that had the murder. Do I have law? No, it's not like a visible thing. Wonder how the hell they got away with it. Do the guards need line of sight? Have I like fucked it up somehow? By putting them in little nooks? So it still gives the radius of order around here. So it's kind of hard to imagine that it doesn't work. Well, who knows? It looks like we've got 28 insane people as well, which absolutely need to be cured. So I guess we're gonna have to build yet another asylum. It's just further expanding Crazy Town. can start it up. Okay, I've got over 25 in our mechanics, so that building's done. Oh, I actually built this building perfect length. That's amazing. Or, well, the perfect height, not the perfect length. If I remember correctly, I could just put pillars in these zones. So a little bit of waste of materials. There we go. 100% good. It's going to be room for another 12 deranged at a time. So that will help with that. Hopefully we'll build up less deranged people. You know what? Oh no. May the gods save us. The Black Widow, I thought it was the Collector, has struck again. Laura Fisher, 49, was found this morning. Again a human. Again the body had its victim strangled with a silk scarf. My lord, we are dealing with a serial killer preying on our human subjects. Fear and discontent is growing. You thought you could hide from me? You should know by now that no one can escape the Black Widow. You should have just stayed out of my way. 2 eyewitnesses claim to have seen Bronk Carpenter at the scene of the crime on the eve of the murder. I mean, if 2 eyewitnesses saw the same person, yeah, fuck it, why not? I mean, that's the same thing we did last time. I did save and load the game because I had to do something in between this episode and the previous episode. So maybe that's just why it changed its name. It's a little bit wacky. Anyways, what was I saying? I think we should build a jeweler too. Since we have jewel production. Pretty sure it's gonna be... I mean, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure the Dondorians love to make jewelry as well. Let's see. I could be wrong. No, they absolutely love it. They're very good at it. They love making it. So work, crafting, jeweler. It's gonna be... How do I put this? I have a feeling we might run through our gyms a little bit. So I don't think it needs to be a big building. In fact, I think this tiny building should be good enough. We just get like 12 employees. Is that too many? Maybe 9 employees. Should be good enough. And if we still have a surplus of gyms, then we can reevaluate at that point. Obviously, it's gonna be a grand building. Obviously, we're gonna have the door right there. Okay. And I guess I'll have a crate for gems and jewelry. Probably should have looked to see where that next dude was murdered. Oh well. Oh my god, this mechanic is a fucking wooden building. That sucks. We can't afford those guys. Let's see, how pissed off is this guy? Environments, building, 53%. Yikers. Maybe I can refurbish this building. Make it into a grandstone building. And then replace the walls with green walls. Except for the door frames, which will remain wooden. Kind of a pain in the ass. It be what it be. The serial killer has been caught. There's no question that Brock Carpenter is the real Black Widow, as he's confessed under excessive torture. He will now be sentenced to die. A great day for everyone. Our humans feel safe again. Okay, sweet. It'd be nice if I could say, like, you should chill, leave that guy in prison for a little while, and just see if the real serial killer strikes again. Fuck, can I see this guy get executed? It sounds badass. Okay, where is it? Has he already been executed? I don't see him. Based. What a spectacle. Glad I was there. Glad I witnessed it. I get why people sit there and watch him. That was badass. Looks like people are placing the roof. It's gonna be a little bit, but that is fine. It's kind of interesting seeing it. They just bring in the stones and then do their little work animation a couple times. Oh, we're actually maxed on tools. Hold up. We definitely are going to want to use those tools in our various industries. The first one obviously should be the smithies themselves. I could get one in the tailors too. There we go. That'll increase our tool production greatly. Then I suppose we should set up some export yards. Can I fit 2 of them in one? See, this is 5 blocks wide, and there are... if we wanted it to dip into the road, we could. You know, I think that's fine. Just gonna have a bajillion exports. And then we can just have some stone road here so it doesn't look too bad. Stone road. There we go. We'll just be in this corner. There we go. That'll blend in nicely. I'm gonna be floored if that was actually the serial killer. That would be so nuts. It really just depends on like how reliable of a narrator the messenger is, right? So if he said, for sure it's the right guy, the dude confessed under excessive torture. So, I mean, it could mean 2 things, right? It could mean, you know, we forced a confession out of him, which was my initial, like, interpretation. But maybe, I don't know, they got, like, a strong confession out of him, like, he gave some sort of details which incriminated him. So that could be the other interpretation. I really don't know. I'm going to add a little speaker zone just to service the people here. We're probably going to want the same old sort of setup where there's a bunch of statues in the corners and some torches. We could do tiny torches instead of big torches. Because why not? I think I kind of want a tiny guard post, too. Just because, you know, I'm feeling a little bit unsafe. Could have a bench. Benches will go, I don't know, in the corners here, next to the torches, while still leaving some walkable space. And then some trees can fill out this place, I think, to just give like a little bit of harmoniousness. Because people like the harmony. A little bit hard to see what the fuck's going on. We need to leave some space so people can actually stand around the speakers and watch. So that'll be that. We might want another carpenter to go with the mechanism zone too. Yeah, we are producing a little bit more than we're consuming. Actually, no, we're not. Yeah, we definitely need a carpenter. So, I guess I'll have a wood block. I don't think we're gonna end up ever having tilapies working in the industrial sector. Because it just makes too much sense to have them build the bows up near the Auroch pastures and stuff. So I'm not sure what other like industries could be in the wood block. I guess charcoalers, though we're not really producing enough wood to justify that. Not sure. By the way, that's a 24 employee carpenter, which is absolutely wonderful. A little road here too. We're actually pumping out just so much glorious cut stone now that we don't have to really worry about. Hold up, we're out of odd jobbers. I guess I'll add in friggin' 53 dwarves to work the odd jobs. Kinda think I'm gonna want to add some more dwarven housing as well. I'm enjoying this weird sort of longer apartment. Looks like a stretchy version of the same apartment complex. Let's see. You know what? We could have like a big dwarven apartment complex here and then a few services over there. I think that makes sense to me. This is gonna house 36 more dwarfinoids, which will, that's not, we added in 50, so that's not enough room for everyone, but it's a nice start. I believe we were gonna have, I guess, a tavern and a canteen to sort of serve as the civics here. So the canteen, I'll just put on the top. Obviously it's going to be wooden because it's Piganoids who actually work in the thing. And I'm not cruel enough to make them work in like garbage conditions that they don't like. If I remember correctly, these guys are going to want like a bajillion tables, so it's going to be a little bit of a wacky shape for a building. That is fine. At 85% tables. Oh no. Okay, I fanned this one up. That should do it. No, that's 80% tables. Okay, I could have like a little VIP booth back here, I guess. Even though that's kind of dog shit. Yeah, no, it's too dog shit. Oh. Maybe I could do a bunch of skinny tables, actually. That could maybe work. It did work. That's fantastic. Then we just have the doors up here, and I guess a couple doors down there. Magnificent. It's mostly organic. I could make like a inverted power nub over here. There we go, it's fully organic now. Wonderful. Glad that did not take a bajillion years. Then on the opposite side, we're going to want a tavern. I think in a future episode, we're going to want to create like retirement homes at some point too. That's just yet another thing that's on the to-do list. Oh, this is kind of sucky. Okay, never mind, we're kind of using up the space. I could just make the building a little bit smaller, though. And that would also do the trick. Don't necessarily need room for knickknacks, though. Those are also nice. Yeah, you know what, I'll have room for knickknacks, why not? We're just gonna have a big old carpet here. It's not a bunch of services, but it'll have to do. It leaves a nice square area. I could use this as like a prototype for a Piganoid plaza. For this one, we're just gonna want a bajillion trees. We're also gonna want torches. Guess I'll have a torch in the center. Because that seems reasonable enough to me. And we get a tree in each quadrant. This should have 100% juice, and then we could do another speaker, I guess. Is there any other reason? It's either that or like a well or something. Don't think a speaker is a bad idea. There we go. That's that block planned out. A nice simple one for the Pignoids who are going to be working in the area. Or for the occasional like degenerate dwarf that wants to do silly things like be in harmony with nature. How come this isn't getting built? Just says it's unclaimed. Maybe it's just because we have a bajillion jobs going. I guess I'll add in 50 more dwarves. Oh my god, what the fuck am I doing? That's too many dwarves. We're gonna need to build another apartment complex. Okay, I guess we could put like a big one down here in the other services block. Sort of mirror what we did over here. I just basically want to have enough spaces for, or enough space where the noise gets drowned out. Alright, there we go. That's gonna house a bajillion more dwarves too. Ugh. Yeah, homelessness problem. Do be growing. Looks like some of this is on the outskirts of town. Is there anyone down here that's homeless? No. What about in this zone? No. Okay, so these breweries and this section in here. Not quite sure what we're supposed to... That's a lot of gems. Not quite sure how we're supposed to get housing in here, other than maybe like demolishing a farm or something. Or maybe a bakery we could blow up and have like some longhouses. Well, first things first. Some housing for these poor brewery workers. I guess they're just gonna have to live in the adjoining sort of village. And there's not really much space for them. Or we could put an apartment complex sort of down here. The no man's land territory between the two estates. And maybe a dwarven longhouse too. For the sorry dwarves that can't manage to get an apartment. That'll help solve that. It's really nostalgic seeing this eatery. In this little well, the first sort of donut block we did. It's really nice. Very happy looking at that. I mean, there's this little zone back here, I guess. Could have dorms, and that fits nicely behind this well. Absolutely yes. That's gonna be another like 15 people's houses. There still hasn't been a serial killing. Maybe we did actually catch the serial killer. What the fuck? That's so amazing. Looks like we're totally super duper maxed on normal stone. It might be worth making another masonry. Do I not have one over here? Guess I don't. Then the mason could be in this little last spot and we could just import or have this warehouse bring some stone too. Yeah, that makes sense to me. So it'd be masonry. Make it out of grand stone, not the stinky normal wood. It's gonna be a little bit small, but that is fine. It's housing like 13 workers, and we get an auxiliary station. I was kind of hoping that would be enough, and then a storage bench. That's really not that much storage. But such is life. We need some doors. I guess I'll just have a tiny little warehouse in this block too. I know it's consuming some valuable territory, but that'll hold the cut stone. And I'll add in some dwarves to work the place. Okay, we got 10 cooks, so I'm going to add in 11 pigonoids to actually work this place. Might as well get our fetch crates rolling too. So 1 of vegetables, 1 of mushrooms. Basically 1 for each of these zones, and then a couple for booze. And that's that warehouse done. That's why I built this other warehouse, by the way. Oh, and also we need to actually have employees doing the fetching if we want to get it done anytime soon. Which means we're probably going to want to add in, I'm just going to say 10 more pigs. The first jeweler has been constructed. The Dondorians are hard at work. A magnificent place. It's already consumed 18 gems. But that is fine. We want them to consume the gems. Obviously, it'd be preferable if we could have some sort of like equilibrium with the gems and stuff. Hold up. Our wonderful harmonious little zone is done. It's a 100% harmony. I'm sure that's gonna make the pigs just absolutely pog. Yeah, how's this guy feeling? Let's see, environment, roundness 100%, building 100%, others. Harmony 27%. It didn't go to 100. I guess it's like an average total. Okay, well I tried. Is everyone getting enough speakery access? Let's see, I can just look at the racial charts. Services. Lavatories, they've almost gotten enough. Taverns, they've almost got enough. News spots. No, it's only 75%. Then maybe I could have another one near these guard posts, I guess. Yeah, like another couple. And I can do like a harmonious vibe over here too. So it's gonna be dirt road. Plus, if there's a crime in this little zone, that's like the ideal. I want 10 bajillion trees sort of lining this area. Then we're going to want a torch, which I guess it's going to be a bunch of tiny torches sort of lining this area. There we go. There's going to be many guards guarding, watching them, making sure our speakers don't spread some fake news. Else they'll like beat them with the batons. No bad rumors about the king. This is going to be providing a decent-ish amount of harmony. Let's see, harmony 47. There's been an accident. It's been in the training ground in Weaver. Little unfortunate. How's this guy? Do you have enough harmony? No. Oh, this person's got a bunch of harmony. Alright, maybe it's just taking him a little bit to actually like acclimatize the harmony. Alright, so this is just gonna be some crates of cut stone, some crates of normal stone, and then I've left some crates open so I can maybe squeak in a couple of whatever I want. Maybe a couple more booze crates or something, because the delivery men up in here are so overworked. Yeah, I think I'll do that. There we go. Oh, plus the people who are walking past in this little zone, listening to the speakers, they can just grab some booze from the warehouse. That's awesome. Our carpenter has been built. I've just grabbed that. Upgraded it, I mean. I'm just gonna sneak in another small warehouse. I guess I'll expand it so it's organic, even though it's kind of uggo. This one's just going to bring in wood, and it's going to store furniture. that'll be the combo that does. Ooh, we're actually out of odd jobbers. I will add in a bajillion dwarfinoids then. Looks like our homelessness problem has mostly been curbed too. It's still some people up here. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, I guess maybe we can get rid of this fruit farm. Yeah. I mean, it's 90% fertile, which is so nice, but I'd rather just have room for people to live. And having a giant block of apartments will do that. Kinda sucks. This is one of our first estates, and it's been sort of relegated to be like an apartment complex. I'm guessing it's just like the noble household fell on hard times. I had to sell some of their land. Which be what it be. Not every noble household can succeed. It's a little unfortunate, but it's a dog-eat-dog world. Oh, our warehouse is done. So I'm going to save 5 crates for wood, and then 3 crates for the carpentry, and 2 crates for whatever else. Maybe some other random thing. Hello, friend. We're a band of noble people, keeping the peace in the region of Yervin. As you know, there are evil forces out in the world bent on destruction and conquest. We, however, are lovers of peace and would like to offer our protective services, but soldiers have to eat. So we kindly ask you to ship 500,000 denarii and let's say 10% of your goods in order to for us to keep the peace. It's quite the bargain. We await your reply and look forward to hearing from you within 4 days. Our scouts report that they have around 667 soldiers with 54% training and 59% equipment. Okay. I don't want to pay them. In fact, I hate these people. I want them to die and be enslaved so that we can actually have people in our fucking arena. That being said, that's a lot of soldiers. So, you know what? I think I'm gonna end the episode on this note and sort of dedicate the whole of the next episode to thwarting this group of bandits. 667 bandits, that is fucking absolutely ridiculous. That's like a D&D amount of bandits. Probably even more, really speaking, because I doubt many DMs other than me have like the degenerate like 100-man battles or some shit. So yeah. Looks like this episode is ending on a somber note. That being said, we actually caught the serial killer. We defeated them. We tortured the confession out of them, and it happened to be the right person. I had a pretty good feeling about it when I saw 2 people had saw the person on the eve of the murder. That's like if 2 people, 2's like it could be a coincidence, but it's also like almost a pattern, right? So yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope to see you next time for more Songs of Six. Goodbye!